Dustin, good to see you. We're starting with an important question. Should you convert your term life policy to a permanent policy? A lot of people purchase term life insurance for the affordability and protection it offers during their working years. But as life changes, the question often comes up, should you convert your term life policy to a whole life policy? So we're going to break down everything you need to know, but let's start with the basics. What's the difference between term and permanent?
Well, term life insurance is going to provide a death benefit if you die during the term of that coverage. So
Mhm.
this is coverage that can be bought for specific terms, 10-year coverage, 15-year coverage, 20, 30 years, etc. Once that term is over, you stop paying premiums and that coverage typically goes away.
Mhm.
Uh, Whole life, on the other hand, or other types of permanent insurance can provide that coverage over the entirety of your life, up to and beyond your life expectancy. And I would say that it's important to point out that if you start out with term life insurance coverage, most of those policies for a specified period of time will guarantee that you can convert that coverage
Right.
into permanent coverage without having to qualify again. That's really important.
Right. And so I just want to ask that question again. Dustin, the reason I'm asking is I went to go pay my premium on my term, and it was maybe the first time I'd noticed they were asking if I wanted to convert it. So this is a very selfish conversation for me. But why would somebody consider converting their term policy to a permanent policy?
Yeah. A lot of reasons. Two of the big ones would be you've had a health event, or
Mhm.
your health status has changed over
Yeah.
time. So you might not be able to qualify for a new policy or qualify at attractive rates. But converting that term coverage, that's something that you can do. It's guaranteed. You can do it without having to go through underwriting, without having to go through new medical exams or answer questions. Um, the other reason somebody might consider that change or that conversion, uh, term life insurance is typically much more affordable for, let's say, a young person than permanent coverage initially, but it's a perfectly acceptable plan to buy term life insurance when you're young, got a young family, and I would say buy a lot of it. And then as you can afford it, take those opportunities to convert that term coverage into permanent
Mhm.
coverage. Even though it may be at a higher cost, do it as you can afford it.
Mhm. And Dustin, as we talk this through, I think there are going to be some people who wonder, why would I need though life insurance if I'm older or retired?
Yeah, a lot of folks assume once they get the kids out of the house, once the mortgage is paid off, they really don't have any need for life insurance
Right.
anymore. Let's talk about a few situations where that's not the case. If in retirement, for example, you got a spouse and that spouse predeceases you, two things are going to happen. Your income is going to go down. Your income is going to go down because you're going to go from two Social Security benefits down to one. You may also, in some cases, lose some pension income. The second thing that's going to happen, you're going to move from the married tax tables to the much less friendly single tax tables. So your income is going to go down and your tax rates could go up. We call this the widow tax. And permanent life insurance is the perfect solution to that problem.
Mhm.
Also, life insurance can be a very attractive way to transfer a legacy to the next generation because that death benefit is paid income tax free. If estate taxes are a concern, it can be structured in a way where it can also avoid estate taxes. But
Mhm.
it's not something legacy planning. You can't do that with term life insurance because it's not going to cover you up to and beyond your average life expectancy.
Mhm.
Um, uh,
I have one more question for you, Dustin, though, as we talk it through. For someone then who is curious as to whether or not they should convert from term to permanent, what's the first step they should take in evaluating their options?
Sure. So you're going to want to talk to an agent, get some quotes, get some illustrations run. But I would say before that, you want to have a good idea, Aaron, of what it is you're seeking to accomplish.
Mm.
So you could maybe you want a policy that will provide you the largest possible death benefit with the smallest possible premium, or maybe you want a policy that has a smaller death benefit, but that's going to give you the potential to accumulate a lot of cash value. We
Mhm.
would approach structuring both of those different policies in far different ways. So you want to have a good idea of how you structure that policy to accomplish what you're seeking to accomplish. Don't just let an agent structure the policy or design the policy that they want to sell you.
Yeah, really good point. No cookie cutter answers here. It sounds like it also warrants a conversation versus me just pressing a button on my computer. So, Dustin, I really
Absolutely.
appreciate your insights on this today. If somebody would like to sit down with you and talk through their options regarding term or permanent and what's right for them, what's the best way to reach you?
Uh, Give me a text or a call at 830-476-2505, or reach out on the website to book a free chat at longlivemymoney.com.
Dustin, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.